Right, so here it is then. My new car. So in my previous video I announced that I sold my Audi R8 V10 Plus, and in this video I wanted to show you my new car. And yeah, BMW 520D 4-door saloon, brown leather interior and an automatic gearbox. Proper nice, isn't it? Guys, I'm joking. This is not my new car, right? I just drove this home last night because I dropped the R8 off. I didn't want to drive it anymore. Dropped the R8 off the Binker last night, got it all cleaned, parked it up, because the person that's buying that car is going to be at Binker right now. I'm on my way to go and meet him. He arrived early this morning, and yeah, he's obviously excited about collecting his new car. And he's going to be part exchanging the car in against the Audi R8. It's a car that I'm obviously like really interested in. That is going to be my new car. But when I say new car, guys, it's not going to be a car that I'm going to commit to. I can't keep a car for longer than 5 minutes, but I am massively excited about it. I am going to be daily driving it. It is going to be the replacement for the R8 temporarily, all right? What we'll do now is we'll arrive at Binker, meet the owner, the new owner of the R8, and then it's someone that you're going to be familiar with, by the way. I did tell you that. You're going to know this person, and yeah, then after that we'll get him out of the way and I'll introduce you to the new daily, all right? Let's go. Right people, are you ready to meet the new owner of the Audi R8, yeah? Sad day, man, I can't believe he's going today. Bit of YouTube suspense, normal stuff. We'll do a little countdown and then you'll be faced with the new owner, yeah? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ibby! Congratulations, man.
Thank you very much, buddy.
You are the new owner of my Audi R8, yeah?
Petrol.
Petrol? Where's the electric thing gone? What's the crack, mate? You feeling all right?
Answering the question, can you love electric cars and be a petrol head? So I think we're going to answer that, aren't we, today?
Yeah, well, yeah. I think Ibby's gone back to his roots. Where you belong, mate.
Yep.
V10,
yep.
naturally aspirated, Audi.
Audi, German.
Just ticking all the boxes.
Power, yep.
With ceramic brakes as well, yeah?
Big spec. I think the spec is the key.
Spec is the key with this car. Obviously, Vegas yellow. It's got the Alcantara headline in black. I've seen it all on my channel before. We crossed paths a couple of weeks ago.
We did.
We were meeting up for a reason. Well, I'll show them a clip of that video end, shortly. Yeah. And we talked about doing a deal.
Correct.
At that point in time, I'd literally had this car for a week, you know.
I think you were less than a week.
Less than a week.
Less than a week.
And you was like, "Hell, we need to do a deal with this car." And I was like, "Yeah, I really want your car as well." We touched base. I think we was messaging the following day, wasn't we?
Yeah, following day I sent him a message, let's get the deal done.
Let's get a deal done.
I think it took a couple of text messages and we got it
were done.
Yeah, done, that's it.
But I said to you, I wanted to hold on to it for a little while, do a bit more content on it, enjoy it for a bit.
Make it more painful for me.
Make it less painful for me as well. I wasn't ready to part with it. Yeah. So, obviously, it's a supercar. Have you had a supercar before?
This is the first supercar
really?
I've had, yeah. I've had obviously a lot of nice cars, you know, AMGs and M cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there's never been the right time to get the right car at the right money. And a supercar. And in the trade, you know, is one of them things, whatever comes in the door, you just take the opportunity.
And obviously because you knew me, you knew I had this car,
yeah.
Obviously we're the same as far as what types of cars we like and spec and stuff like that. And I suppose it was a bit of a no-brainer.
No-brainer, yeah. It was a deal that worked for both of us and it had to be done.
Yeah, definitely.
Get it ticked off the list. The list is always growing.
That bucket list is never ending.
Never ending, so keep adding to it.
Well, on that note, let's spin the camera back round. I am about to tick another car off on my bucket list. I think what I'll do now is I'll introduce you lot to the car that Ibby's selling to me. And yeah, hopefully you lot like it. I think you will. We'll wander around the front, Ibby. Go check it out, yeah? Another little countdown. Do you know what? We'll just play some music and yeah, we'll do a countdown. Go. So there it is then, 2018 M4 CS. So there's quite a bit we need to talk about this car. So what I'll do now, I think, is I'll pass you over to Ibby and we'll pick Ibby's brains, all right? So Ibby, this is a big bucket list car for you as well. So you've had it, you've drove it, you had a bit of fun in it.
Yeah, I've done about 1,500 miles in the car.
Really?
Yeah.
So hold on, what's the mileage on it now? About 6,000?
I bought it with just under 5,000 and it's just gone over about 6.5 now.
Okay, so still on really low mileage.
Very low mileage for that.
So there is a little catch with this car, quite a big catch, and it does affect the value of it. It's
category S.
It's category S,
yeah.
Which, so a stock one of these is, I think the book value is £58,000 retail.
Retail without M Performance exhaust, without the side skirts.
So this has got quite good specs. It's got the M Performance exhaust.
Yeah, but I think that's about £6,000 extra normally.
Bloody hell! And then the side skirts, obviously,
they're about 700-800.
They're a nice touch. They look really good, didn't they? Obviously, when we first spoke about this car, I was a little bit unsure about it because it's Cat S. I was like, oh, but it's a lot less money, so I was talking about
everything's relevant, isn't it?
Relative to what it is,
what it's worth. Everything works off the retail money and category cars.
Of course.
So if the HPI clear retail car is X amount, you work backwards from there. And if that value of that car stays strong, which we know this is going to, because this is probably about under 100k car. I think they were 89 grand plus the extras. So they've had the drop. They were not a £90,000 car in my opinion, but they're a 50-60 grand car, and they're going to sit there. So a category car is going to obviously work with
backwards from there. So the thing that's kind of appealing with this car for me, and I talk about it a lot with categorized cars, is how well the repair was done.
Correct. Most important.
It's the most important thing. Obviously we met up. In fact, let me rewind back a couple of weeks to when me and Ibby met up at my car show. That's where we met up, right? And at that point I'd owned this car for a few days and we had this conversation. Ibby! We're back. You're back on the channel. So M4 CS. I've been hounding you for this car, and I come here today, I've seen so many cars, I'm like, I want to buy that car, But this thing here, oh man, do you want to do a deal on the R8?
Depends if it's cheap enough.
It's like a bit of a clash of character.
If it's the cheapest R8,
then you'll do the cheapest M4 CS.
Cheapest M4 CS.
Yeah, literally just absolutely hammered it down with rain out of nowhere. Look, the car's now wet. So we'll continue on with the conversation we were just having. Yeah, we was talking about the repair on the car, yeah? So this car was repaired. So have you got pictures of the damage, by the way?
I've got photographs of the damage.
So we'll put them up on the screen now, yeah?
The repair process, the invoices for the parts. So I purchased it from the chap who bought the car and repaired it. When I say himself, he got it done from his repairer. All the parts were BMW main agent. I think I've got invoices easily totaling about 15k.
Really?
So like it was light front end damage. So your headlights, one of them had a scuff on it. Replaced both.
Really?
Wing had a dent on it. Replaced both wings. A bumper, bonnet. I think that's
the bonnet's a carbon fibre bonnet.
Yeah, I think that was a £5.5 grand.
Wow.
A bonnet, and it wasn't. He could have repaired the bonnet, but he says he wants a new one. That car was repaired for him to keep himself. He wasn't to sell.
And he ended up
obviously with COVID and stuff like that.
And he also done the the dashboard as well, because that's a big feature in these cars, with the CS dash.
Yeah, he's got the full CS dash and everything.
Because the airbags would have went off.
Yeah, airbags went off, so he bought the dash. I think that was £2,000. I think just under £2,000. I've got the invoice for that as well.
That's nice. And this is the thing, when you started telling me about all these little bits, I thought, like, I had the M3 about the competition pack one, the black one, about a year or so ago, and that was a Cat S car, and I loved it. I loved the fact that it was a low budget car because it was categorised, so there was a compromise in the car, I suppose, because it was categorised, but the value was so much less.
Better value for money, aren't they? It's like,
would I go out and spend £60,000 on an M4 CS? Probably not, if I'm honest.
No.
But for what I've paid for you for this car, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, definitely. For the trader, the price is the most important thing. You can have the best car. You pay too much money for it, you're going to lose money. We both know we hate that car.
Yeah, literally. It don't matter if it's a nice car.
It doesn't matter how nice it is.
Yeah.
So the deal is always fundamental, and if that's nice, the car's good, you're going to enjoy it, aren't you? Knowing there's always you're going to come out on the other side in a positive.
Earning a few quid and ticking a
big box. This
it is a big box.
Because you're going to start going up in value, like the The E46 CS that you had one, I've had one.
They're good news, aren't they?
Very good news.
And
we sold them around 15,
15,
16 grand. Now they're tipping nearly 30k. People asking for them.
They've just flown up last
all of a
few
sudden.
months, haven't they?
Yeah. So the badge that this car carries, the CS, is not. It's serious in it.
It is. You're right, definitely. Okay, well, you're probably excited to hit the road in your new Audi R8.
I'm ready to go in my supercar.
I'll let you head off, and then I'll outro the video, talk to these guys, and end the video. All right, so let's go jump in the R8. Right then, so Ibby has now gone and I am sat in the driver's seat of my new BMW M4 CS. Now, those that follow me on Instagram will know that I've mentioned CSs as my sort of ultimate daily car so many times. I'm just a big fan of them. I absolutely love them. They offer so much. They're sort of, I would say they're the ultimate daily driving M car. They're the best thing you can get. Obviously they're a modern car. I did have the E46 M3 CS, which was, you could daily drive that, but it's lacking all the modern day stuff that we're all used to having at the minute. So look just in the corner there, zoom in on that. Look at them see. So yeah, obviously for me, like buying an M4 CS or an M3 CS, I kind of always ruled it out because I just didn't want to part with that amount of money to buy one. They're a hell of a lot of money to spend 55, 60 grand on one of these. It was kind of like, you then start looking at other options, and for that kind of money I thought, I don't know. But when you can get one for sort of M4 competition money, for me that's a no-brainer. Obviously the compromise is the category S thing, but and I don't doubt that if you pulled this car apart that you would probably find fault or flaws with the repair. But you know what, through my eyes so far, I can't find anything wrong with it. Again, obviously as I own it and as I get to know it and get familiar with the car, I probably will spot some imperfections, but so far it just seems like an absolutely stunning car. And as I sit here in this driver's seat, it smells new in here. It smells so fresh. So I've not yet driven the car. So I will do that in a follow-up video. Obviously this video was just to introduce you to my new car, and I will be daily driving this. Don't be shocked if this gets sold in 5 minutes, you know what I'm like, but also don't be shocked if I hang on to it, because I've got a good feeling I will probably really like this car. So I've now got a car with a boot at the back, an engine under the bonnet, seats in the rear. It's just more me, I think, this car. Obviously, you know, I am a massive BMW fan, and like I keep saying, that CS badge just carries so much weight, so much history. If you look back at the old sort of Batmobile, them cars there, they were so bloody cool. So yeah, man, I'm gonna leave it as that. I'm gonna continue on with my day. Let's go for a little wander around. Them belts for the door handles. So they might turn out to be a bit of a pain in the arse, them belts, but yeah, we'll see. We'll talk about that in the first drive video, which will probably follow this video, so look out for that. I do need to give it a clean as well. I will probably do that today, so I'll have it nice and clean for you in the follow-up video. Ibby did drive it down from Bradford. He said he cleaned it last night, but it rained on the way down, as you know. So yeah, shout out to Ibby as well. Congratulations to him on the purchase of his first bloody supercar. It's a big day for him, and he said to me that he hasn't actually told his family that he's bought that car. They all love cars. He's then going to arrive at home today with a bloody bright yellow Audi R8. So that'll be an exciting experience for him and his family. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this video. As ever, if you did like this video, do me a favour, hit that like button, hit subscribe for a new video every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 o'clock. And if you're on Instagram, give me a follow on Instagram at Calvin's Car Diary, and look out for the next video, which will be the first drive introduction. We'll talk about why I bought this car, why I would prefer to have an M4 CS over an M3 CS. That's going to be a subject worth talking about as well, and just all the reasons why I was so drawn to this car. Right, I'll see you in my next video. Bye. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, in typical YouTuber fashion, it's the first drive of my new BMW M4 CS.